Mantra is one of the oldest and most popular forms of meditation. It's one of the most universal forms of meditation, and you find it in the wisdom traditions all over the world. Today we're going to talk about what mantra is, how to practice, and what are the benefits. Hi there, meditator. Welcome to episode 86 of Master Your Mind Daily, your daily source of inspiration for all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dienstmann. I'm the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of Live and Dare, one of the top 5 most read meditation blogs on the web. And today we're talking about mantra meditation. So let me start with a question. Have you practiced mantra meditation? Have you tried it? Please write yes or no in the comments. So first, what is mantra? The word mantra comes from Sanskrit and it's composed of 2 words, man, which means to think or also means mind, and trai, which means to free from and also means a tool. So a mantra can be understood as a tool of the mind or a tool to free yourself from the mind. There are these 2 different aspects to it. Some mantras have a literal meaning and therefore you could translate them into English or your language and repeat it like that. But other mantras, they are not really translatable. They are sounds. They are sounds that ancient meditation masters have found to be very helpful, and they discovered those sounds in deep meditation. They understood the value and the effect that those sound vibrations have on the body and on the mind, and therefore that turned into a mantra. So those mantras don't have any, you cannot translate them into English, and you need to practice them in their original language. Some mantras are short 1-syllable mantras like Om or Hrim, while other are 1-word mantras or even whole sentence long mantras. And there are 4 different levels of practice for mantra meditation. Mantra meditation is basically to merge your awareness, merge your mind and your attention with the mantra. In the beginning it's more like a repetition, and by time it turns into a listening. You're listening to the mantra wholeheartedly. So just like you can practice meditation focusing on your breath or on a visualization, you can practice focused on a mantra. So as I was saying, there are 4 different levels of mantra practice, from gross to subtle. The first one is verbal, when you are saying the mantra out loud. Let me say that the mantra is Om. So in this meditation, you would actually say Om. Om, Om, Om. Doesn't need to be this speed. I'm going to talk about speed later. So that is the verbal aspect or verbal phase of the practice that most people skip, and sometimes it can be skipped. It's not necessary. I don't practice it, but it is helpful sometimes in the beginning for a couple of minutes to really calm the mind. Then the second phase or stage of the practice is whispering. So in this stage, again using the mantra Om as an example, it would be so the mouth and tongue is moving, but there's barely any audible sound. And you could even do faster if you want. It creates a rhythm in the body and in the mind. After that, there is the mental level, the mind level. And many people go directly to this level. There are pros and cons of that. And that's usually how mantra meditation is taught nowadays, to just repeat it in your mind. Right? So then the mantra is a form of thought, the thought Om. So what you do is you think the thought Om, and then right after that you think again the thought Om, and then you think again the thought Om, and like this, an unbroken chain of Om, or whatever is your mantra, without space in the middle for other thoughts or distractions or feelings to come up, or memories, nothing. So that would be ideally how the meditation works. It's the mantra, only the mantra, and nothing but the mantra in the mind, moment after moment. That's not possible in the beginning, but that is the goal. That's what we are walking towards. After that, there is the fourth level, which is listening to the mantra. At this point, you're not making an effort to repeat it anymore, either verbally or mentally. The mantra has been repeated so many thousands of times. You have merged with the mantra, and it kind of goes on by itself in your mind, and you're just listening. It's pure receptivity. So these are 4 levels, and I can say that there's actually a 5th level, which is silence. The mantra completely disappears, and it's not replaced by other thoughts, and you are in a state of pure silence or stillness. So that's the overview of mantra meditation. Now, we're going to go into some specifics. How do you get started? It depends if you're practicing mantra meditation from a secular perspective or from a spiritual perspective. If you're practicing from a secular perspective, you would then choose a mantra. It could be a mantra from your own language. It could be a mantra in English, okay? Or you could use the mantra Om, which is highly recommended. And if you're choosing a mantra from your own language, then the meaning of the mantra is the most important thing. But also keep in mind that you're going to be repeating that word or sentence multiple times, so it has to have a pleasant sound, a sound that syncs for you. Now, if you are following the spiritual way of practicing mantra meditation, the mantra is something that is received from a teacher or a guru. And in that case, the most important thing is the sound of the mantra itself, the guru from which you received it, and the feeling that you put in that mantra. If you want to practice it the spiritual way, but you don't have a teacher or you don't want to have a guru, etc., then just choose the mantra Om or Soham. These 2 mantras are universal, and you can always practice them. It's going to be beneficial. Alright, so once you choose the mantra, then you sit in meditation for that mantra. And of course, you can also have the mantra going on in your mind anytime during the day. That is very helpful. But for the formal practice of mantra meditation, you will sit in meditation, in the meditation posture, just like any other technique, and you will begin repeating that mantra. You could repeat it out loud for a minute, and then you could repeat it for the rest of the session, either whispering or in your mind. That's up to you. If you're repeating the mantra in your mind, you have the option of syncing with the breath. It's not mandatory, it's optional. I particularly don't sync the mantra with the breath, but most people do. If you sync the mantra with the breath, you would say, let's say if the mantra is Om, you would say Om 3 times as you're breathing in, and Om 3 times as you're breathing out, or whatever number of times works for you. Another option would be to breathe in silence, and as you're breathing out, you're repeating the mantra in your mind. That also works. And another option would be just repeat the mantra and forget about the breath. So these are 3 options that you have when doing the mental, the mind side of the practice. Then there are other things that you can include in the practice if you like. Some people do visualizations while they're doing mantra, and some people focus on specific energy points in the body, the chakras. The most popular one for mantra meditation is the 3rd eye. So you can focus your awareness here as if you are sitting inside a small room in this part of the body, and then recite the mantra from there. Repeat the mantra from there, as if the sound is coming from here. And then finally is the feeling. So you don't want mantra practice to be mechanical. So if you're choosing a mantra that has a meaning for you, like let's say that you're choosing the mantra peace, peace. So as you're repeating that, either whispering or in your mind, have the feeling of peace, evoke the feeling of peace in the mantra and in you, in your body and mind. And so this adds a completely new dimension to the practice. It goes on a deeper level. It doesn't become boring. It doesn't become mechanical. It becomes alive if you're able to include the feeling. And of course, in the beginning, it's not easy. We have never been trained to create a feeling at will, and much less to hold it continuously for any period of time. So in the beginning, it will be a challenge. But once you can repeat the mantra in your mind with that feeling, then you're going to have more and more benefits from this practice. What about the speed? Mantra can be repeated very slowly or can be repeated very fast. Especially if you're doing it mentally only rather than verbally, you can repeat the mantra very fast. One recommendation that I learned from one of my teachers is to, if the mind is really busy, to repeat the mantra very fast and then slowly go diminishing the speed and go into silence like that. That's one recommendation. In other meditation traditions, like the tantric traditions, they usually repeat the mantra very fast. So it's, at the end, you can experiment and find something that works for you. Now, as to the attitude to bring to mantra practice, one metaphor that I wrote about on my article on liveandare.com about mantra meditation is that of the radio and the antenna. You can think of the mantra as a radio station. It's a form of vibration, of sound, of energy that exists in the universe. And by practicing mantra meditation, you are attuning your mind, the antenna, to that vibration. And then you are receiving it and you're becoming one with it. So there is, as you advance in mantra practice, there is this feeling of becoming one with the mantra, letting go of everything else, surrendering to the mantra. And that again takes the practice to a whole new level. So now for the final part of this talk, why should we practice mantra meditation? There are many different styles of meditation. And in my courses, I help you go through the different styles systematically so you can find the one that works best for you. But each style has kind of a different taste and slightly different benefits. What is unique about mantra meditation is that mantra is, in a way, it's a sound, it's a thought. So it's very easy to override other thoughts when you're practicing mantra meditation. Because most of our thoughts are verbal, for most people at least. And mantra happens as a verbal pattern. So when you have one verbal pattern after another of the mantra, you are replacing 1,000 thoughts into different directions, scattered by a single thought, a single line of thought. And that allows you to go deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's a unique advantage of mantra meditation. The other one is a little bit more esoteric. It's the idea that everything in the universe is vibration. It is sound. In a way that resonates to some of the ideas and findings of quantum physics, that everything is in movement, everything is vibration, and whenever there is vibration, there is sound of one form or another. And that means that your whole body is sound. Every cell in your body is producing sound. We just cannot hear it. It also means that every one of your thoughts and emotions are a form of sound, a form of vibration. So by using mantra meditation, you can pick a frequency that you like and produce it inside yourself. Create certain feelings, certain states of consciousness through the means of sound. If sound can evoke such powerful emotions in us, through the spoken word, through music, through movie, imagine what we can do when we select a sound that matches us, that has what we need, and we constantly repeat it inside ourselves and merge our consciousness with it. So mantra meditation is also a path of self-transformation through the power of sound. Let me see if there's anything else I missed. No, that's what I had prepared for today. If you want to learn more about mantra meditation, go to liveandthere.com. There's an article on mantra meditation there. You can just search it on the search bar on the top right. Or if you want to learn meditation more step by step, including mantra meditation and many other styles of meditation in depth, then join my Limitless Life program. So in summary, mantra meditation is one of the oldest, most universal forms of meditation practice. You can find it in all traditions, all over the world. And there are many different ways of practicing mantra meditation. What are the benefits, though, of this practice? For most of us, thoughts are verbal. And mantra is a sound. So as you repeat the sound of the mantra in your mind again and again, one after another, without any gap in between, there's no space for the monkey mind, for scattered thoughts to come. And so you can become more calm, centered, and focused. Mantra meditation will more easily override mental thinking. And the second aspect, the second big benefit of mantra meditation is that everything in the universe is vibration. Everything is movement. And whenever there's vibration, there is some sound. Everything in your body produces sound. Every cell, every thought you have, every emotion you have, every memory is a type of vibration and does a type of sound. So by selecting a suitable mantra and repeating it again and again in your mind, you can transform yourself. You can create emotional states that are helpful. You can create mental patterns and experiences of reality that are more empowering, more helpful. You can transform yourself and expand your awareness. This was a brief overview of mantra meditation. If you have found this helpful, please share this with your friends and family or tag them in the comments. And to learn mantra meditation and other styles of meditation step by step, in depth, in a way that it's easy to follow, has the support of a teacher, and that you don't get overwhelmed, then join the Limitless Life program. Enjoy your practice and happy growing.